Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome to this Sup Saturdays, ladies and gentlemen. One of the most frequent questions I get asked almost on a daily basis is how to grow a channel and how to succeed on YouTube. I'm going to attempt to answer that question here in a concise manner. So I like to think that there are three main aspects one needs to focus on in order to become a successful YouTuber. The first one is equipment. You need to have decent audio and video in order for people to take you seriously. It's okay to just practice and start out with some crappy stuff, some free stuff, whatever you can get your hands on. But in order to progress, in order to get better, in order to grow, you will need to upgrade at some point. And most likely you will need to invest some actual hard cash, or have your parents invest that cash, I guess. In this day and age, as more and more people are doing this, it's very easy to get started. If you are recording PC gameplay, off of Steam or wherever, you want to download OBS Studio. It's what I use, and ever since using it, I've never gone back. You can also stream with it. It's like a one-stop shop. If you're recording on console, you want to get yourself an Elgato 1080-60 recording device. I rarely record on console. I much prefer PC, but if you don't have a beefy PC that can handle a lot of stuff, you'll want to go with that. I'll include links for both of these. OBS is free. Elgato, you'll have to pay, but I will include the links so you can grab them yourselves below in the description. As for mics, for the longest time I used a blue Snowball, and eventually I upgraded to this baby right here, the blue Yeti. These are the YouTube standards. They're cheap, they're reliable. I've never needed another mic, nor have I ever wanted another mic. I'm not a mic guy though, so mic people might be able to distinguish little differences here and there, but for the most part, you'll be good with a blue Snowball or a blue Yeti, depending on how much money you want to spend. Again, those links, if you would like to purchase them, will be in the description below. Now, editing is where it gets tricky. First of all, you're going to need to know how to edit. It's very simple. You can watch tutorials. I don't even know if I ever watched a tutorial, honestly, though. Editing is a very simple process for the most part. Obviously, if you want to do some more advanced edits, that you will have to learn. But I use personally Sony Vegas Pro 14, which is the newest iteration from what I understand. For the longest time I used Sony Vegas 11. I've always been a Sony guy. That's pretty much one of the big ones. The other big one is Adobe Premiere, which I've just never learned. These programs are very, very, very expensive. So if you can't get them that way, there are other ways. Now, I would never promote doing that sort of thing, but this is the internet. You can do what you want to do. It's up to you what risks you want to take. The next aspect is purpose. You want to figure out what your strengths are and what you want to do and what you can do. From my experience, there's usually one or the other in terms of how people are. If you're amazing at playing video games, if you're like an expert at whatever game that you're playing, chances are you're usually not going to be also high energy and very good at commentating. Or maybe you are. Sometimes there's just people that are jack of all trades. Either way, you want to decide on two things: what your personality is going to be, whether you're knowledgeable about the game or reserved, or maybe you're knowledgeable and high energy. Any combination of knowledgeable, informative, high energy, or maybe you're just unique. Maybe you've got a unique sense of humor about you that people are drawn to. You want to figure out what that personality is, and you want to also figure out what you're going to do on YouTube. I'm mainly talking about video games, but obviously this goes to a bunch of different other areas. But if you're going to become a video game YouTuber, you want to figure out whether you want to do Let's Plays, guides, news, whatever your strengths are. Figure that out and combine the personality and what you'd like your channel to be into one. Last aspect is very simple: practice, practice, practice. People don't want to hear that, but it takes time, man. Go to my first video. You can look at my videos and sort them from like oldest to newest. Look at my first videos. We all start somewhere. Now look at my recent videos. It doesn't even come close, and I thought I was good when I started out. I thought I was good. I go back now and I want to vomit in my mouth. So that's really it, Make sure you have decent equipment. You won't have to spend that much, honestly, but you will have to spend money. If you care about this enough, you will want to spend the money. I've wanted to spend the money, and I've spent countless dollars pumping investments into the channel and into my Twitch channel. So yeah, make sure you have decent equipment, make sure you have decent audio and video, make sure you know what you want to do, what you're good at, your strengths, and then just practice. And honestly, as long as you've got good stuff, as long as you can figure out how to become a good YouTuber, involving all of those aspects together. As long as I knew, like, from the start, I just knew I would be good at this, and I don't want to brag too much, but I just knew, I had a feeling like I would be successful at this. It just all clicked for me. So if you have any sort of semblance of that feeling, and if you do all of the things that I said, you will honestly find some level of success. Now, obviously, there's no guarantees, but it's likely. That's about it, ladies and gentlemen. It's really not that much more difficult outside of that. And I'm going to refer everybody to this video from now on, because I get asked this question so many times. And it's fine. I'm not complaining about that. But I just wanted to create like a resource that I can direct people to in case they want to know. Because I type the same things out. They don't even feel like genuine statements anymore, just because I've typed out basically what I said here so many times. So that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye and good luck.